Hey guys, uh, sorry I've been away for a little while. Just haven't had time to get back in here. But right today, I'm just gonna give you guys a little overview on how to bleed the cooling system on the car. Uh, the way I do it is by using this tool. This is from Snap-on, the Rad Kit Plus A, which is a great tool that applies vacuum to the cooling system to suck out all the air. Because we all know that in Fieros, bleeding the cooling system can be a nightmare, trying to get all the air out of the system, since the radiators in the front, engines in the rear, and the full length of the car has the coolant pipes that the antifreeze coolant has to flow through. Getting all the air out can sometimes be a nightmare, involving raising the rear of the car, cracking open the radiator cap, running the car, forcing the air out, and it's just a whole procedure that can sometimes take quite a while and be a royal pain. Using this tool, it becomes extremely easy. You just have to install the tool on your radiator fill neck, clamp off the hose to the expansion tank or reservoir, and using the attached valve here, by applying air pressure, you're creating a vacuum which sucks down the system. Let's see. It's creating a negative pressure in the cooling system. There we go. Sucking it right down. Now you have to make sure that it is properly seated in your radiator fill neck, otherwise it will allow air in. So you can just sit it there, let it hold the negative pressure for a while, and you can actually see the effects of the negative pressure by looking at the radiator hoses as they collapse inward from the vacuum in the system now. This is something you can see on every hose, which lets you know that all the air has been pulled out of the system and that the entire system is now under vacuum. Now, to fill the system with coolant, now that you have it vacuumed down with no air in the system, I like to vacuum it down a few times just to make sure we get it all out. But this is pretty much as far as the air is gonna, as the vacuum is gonna go. And she's holding nicely. Now, to fill the system, we have here a bucket full of antifreeze. We have our full 50-50 mix here. Now what I'm going to do is you pull the feed tube into the antifreeze. Let's see if we can do this while holding the camera so you guys can see it all. Okay, let's put that here. Hold on just a second. Alright, here we go. We have our antifreeze in the bucket. We have our tool set up. Now, all we have to do is open the valve on this side of the tool, and that will allow the coolant to flow from our container right into the cooling system. As you can see it here, it's sucking it right in. You can see the coolant level dropping. And basically this is all it takes to fill your cooling system. Right now the entire car is filling up. You just have to be careful to make sure that the suction tube stays immersed so you don't suck water into the system. And it'll just keep going for as long as there's any vacuum in the system. It'll keep sucking down the antifreeze, which I hope I have enough of. So there we go. Looks like we're reaching the end and it's not pulling any, and it's almost completely emptied out the drum. And as you can see, gauge is reading 0. So there's no more negative pressure in the system. You can see the hoses have now expanded back to their normal size. We have very little antifreeze left in the system. Okay, now you can pull the hose out as it's no longer pulling into the system. And here you can see all the hoses expanded back to their normal size. And now we can just crack open our radiator cap. And we can, now once everything is done, we can now just top off our fluid as needed. So there you go, quick and easy way to fill your Fiero with antifreeze. All you need is the right tool, and it makes the job a lot easier. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next vid.